Former President Donald Trump manned the fryer in an overall staged event, a campaign appearance at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania.
Former President Donald Trump rolls up his sleeves at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania.
Donald Trump landed himself a job at McDonald's.
I've now worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala.
Are you going to put this on your resume?
I never worked here.
Why would she lie about something like that? Look, they put on your resume.
I worked at McDonald's.
Why would she lie about that?
Why? Because she's lying, Kamala. That's why.
Donald Trump standing at the drive-thru window and yelling to the reporters, "I've now worked 15 minutes longer than Kamala Harris." I mean, love him or hate him, the guy is funny. I mean, if you love him, then you'll think that was a terrific zinger for him to put out there against Kamala Harris. If you hate him, it's still funny because he's so petty and thin-skinned after hearing Kamala Harris talk about growing up and working her way through college, working her way through college, working at McDonald's, that Donald Trump had to try and take that one data point away from her and go work at the drive-thru McDonald's. So it's funny either way. But we're down to, 15 days until this election. And Donald Trump went ahead and he took it over the top. He tried to grab the attention back from the media cycle. And you guessed it, McDonald's. Everybody listening to this video grew up loving McDonald's. At some point, you went there as a kid. It was the thing that your parents picked up on the way home. When it was late at night, they didn't feel like cooking. Everybody has an experience, however, with those golden arches, with the big clown. And Donald Trump, like I said, this last weekend, he was in Pennsylvania, flew into Pennsylvania, and he took advantage of using McDonald's, which he talks about all the time, how he loves McDonald's, how he loves his Big Mac and his fries and his Coke or whatever. He took this opportunity to actually work at the McDonald's. Go ahead and take a look at this.
I'm going for a job right now at McDonald's. I really wanted to do this all my life, and now I'm going to do it because she didn't do it.
I think it's good, Jordan.
Slowly, gently lowered into the oil. Don't want to burn yourself. Up, down a little bit further.
It was a big part of her resume that she worked at McDonald's, how tough a job it was. She specifically worked at the French fry, where they make the French fries, and she talked about the heat. It was so tough. She never worked at McDonald's. McDonald's just confirmed that again, by the way. She never worked at McDonald's.
How are you? What a beautiful woman. Look at that beautiful child. It's like the perfect looking person. That's good. That's your compliments. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Hi, Mom.
Good luck to
Look
you.
at Mom over there. Thank you very much. Thank you, darling. You have a great mom? Good or great? That's right. She knew what to say. Thank you very much. Thank you, darling. Wow. So nice.
All right, you're doing a good job.
Okay, these are nice people.
If you're still watching the video right now, let me take a quick second and ask you to do me a small favor. According to YouTube, 95% of you return and watch these videos, but you haven't subscribed. So do me a favor, take a quick second, just hit that subscribe button right now while you're watching, give a thumbs up, and at the end of the video, do me a favor and leave a comment. And if you really like this content, share it with someone. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers this month, and that one little favor that you could do for me right now would really help the channel grow. Thank you so much. So you heard Donald Trump there. He mentioned, hey, Kamala Harris said she worked here, and we've had it confirmed twice from McDonald's that she never worked here. That's obviously, or not obviously, but that's actually not true. McDonald's, the statement that they put out is that they don't have records going back that far into the past. She said she worked there in the 80s. I mean, think about it. Back in the 80s, you were using a paper punch card, or you might have been writing something down. They don't keep records that long. They don't have to. So, but again, that just underscores why he did this. He specifically did this just so he could take that talking point away from the Kamala Harris campaign. And if you're watching the reaction from the actual people who were there, they love him. And as a matter of fact, some of them love him a little bit too much.
At a campaign stop in Feasterville, Donald Trump worked the drive-thru window at a McDonald's that was otherwise closed for the morning. He handed out food to pre-selected supporters in 5 cars, as hundreds of other fans tried to catch a glimpse of him from across the street.
I came to see him.
Let's go that way.
our God, the Savior, Mr. Trump.
Our God the Savior?
Yes.
Trumpers. We are Trumpers.
I hope to taste the fries he made. He was humble. He made fries.
Most importantly for us here, it's to show that we support him in Pennsylvania. This is a battleground state.
Our God, the Savior? I hope to taste the fries that he made? Okay, that's where you hear people on the left where they talk about this cult of personality, when they call Donald Trump's followers a cult. Hey, if you want to follow Donald Trump and you support his presidency because you like his tax plan, you like what he's saying about immigrants, you like what he's saying about geopolitical peace and his foreign policy, there might be any number of reasons why you might support Donald Trump. But to call him the savior, and for another grown man to say, I hope to taste the fries that he made, that's where I kind of got to take a step back and say that's going a little bit too far. As a matter of fact, that's going way too far. And if you listen to there's some criticism from some people on the left who are saying that this was just a political stunt. Well, of course it's a political stunt. It's the end of October. It's mid-October. We're almost at Election Day. But some of the criticisms, again, are a little bit over the top from the left as well.
And I heard what you were saying before about people criticizing Trump for having a stunt at McDonald's. Of course it was a stunt. You think that they'd send a guy in who's had 2 assassination attempts to a normal McDonald's to work the drive-thru?
Correct.
What are we talking about?
There's no logic to it. It's a stunt. So this is just another one of those stunts that he will continue on through the campaign.
He looked like Ronald McDonald, and you can't deny that. He had the red tie on.
Why would you deny it? It's funny.
It was funny. It was funny. But again, I would have made fun of the fact that he still had his what do they call the little pins there?
I don't know.
You know what they are. Cufflinks, that's the term. Thank you. So he couldn't even roll up his sleeve. He had his red tie on, his cufflinks.
That was funny.
It was funny, but I don't know if it got the point across. 1 out of 8 Americans has worked at McDonald's.
That last point is so important. 1 out of 8 Americans has worked at a McDonald's. If Donald Trump winds up winning this election, it's not going to be because of his tax policy. It's not going to be because of his geopolitical vision. It's not even necessarily going to be about how harsh he wants to be with immigrants. Donald Trump, despite the fact that his life is atypical of what any average American has ever experienced, the fact that this man was born into a rich family and has experienced his entire adult life as one of the richest people in America, he has somehow convinced ordinary working and middle-class Americans that they are in the same group. Donald Trump has managed to connect emotionally with this group of people, and the Democrats cannot duplicate that. They've tried everything they could to attack Donald Trump. They've attacked him, and some of those attacks, a lot of those attacks are justified, but they have not been able to replicate that connection with everyday Americans, and now they have 15 days left to do it. I'm going to end it right here. I could go on forever on this story, but when I saw this breaking over the weekend, I had to give you my thoughts about Donald Trump working the drive-thru at a McDonald's. Like I said earlier in the video, do me a favor, take a quick second, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell. We're going to continue to put this content out. We appreciate the people who are following us and who are subscribed. 95% of you are not. Just hit that subscribe button for me, and I'll catch you in the next one.